We're told that poverty and homelessness are sad realities or complex problems. But when you look at the math and the power dynamics, you realize something much darker. Poverty isn't a failure of the system, it's a feature of the system. Think about it. The government has the resources, they can find billions for foreign wars or bank bailouts in a single weekend at that. They have the tools to house every person and feed every child tomorrow. So if they can fix it, but they don't, you have to ask, why? It's because they are actually creating the situations that cause this. By keeping a certain percentage of the population desperate, they maintain a desperation labor pool. If you're terrified of being homeless, you'll accept a job with low pay and bad conditions just to survive. Poverty is used as a threat to keep the rest of the workforce in line. They tell you they can't give direct payments because of inflation, that if we give citizens money, prices will go up. But look at the logic. They are basically admitting they're scared of citizens having power. By withholding their money, they are manipulating the entire population. They keep the money at the top where it sits in offshore accounts rather than letting it flow to the people. This manipulation ensures that the citizens stay dependent on the generosity of the elites while the ones at the top keep getting richer off our labor. It's a game designed so that the house always wins. Now, here's what they don't want you to realize. Giving people direct payments would actually have the economy booming. The elites, when a billionaire gets another million, they hoard it. It does nothing for the local economy. The citizens, when a regular person gets $1,000, they spend it immediately. You know, motherfuckers act like they got a hole in their pocket out here. Y'all know how it go. They buy groceries, they fix their cars, they pay their rent, they do whatever with that money. You already know. Red Lobster, DoorDash, you name it, they doing it. Lace fronts, all that. The money moves though. The whole point I'm trying to make. It goes to the local shop, which then pays its employees, who then spend it somewhere else. This is called the velocity of money. Direct payments don't just help the person, they act as fuel for the entire economic engine. Let's talk about safety. The government spends billions on police, courts, and prisons. Why? Because they definitely ain't doing the fucking job at fighting crime. If you look at some of these cities, some of the worst places to be on the map, but we ain't gonna get into all that. I am gonna get into this though. Think about the root of the crime. Why do people commit crimes? Desperation. When a person has a roof over their head, food in their fridge, and a sense of security, the incentive to commit a crime vanishes. You hear that? Finito. And y'all all know it. Who thinking about committing crimes when they got money? You don't need to rob a store if you can afford to buy what's inside. By ending poverty, you effectively end the majority of crime, making communities safer for everyone. But the government isn't trying to solve poverty. They are managing it to keep the gears of their machine turning. We are the ones who provide the money they use. And it's time we realize that a system that requires people to suffer in order to function is a system that needs to be completely replaced or rewritten by real people, not these wicked ass career politicians or any other foreigner that ain't even supposed to be in the land for real anyway. Because this ain't even a legit government that sits on this soil. But that's a story for another time. Like, share, and subscribe.